Have you ever wondered if you should get a pet? A pet could have many different benefits, and according to Roger A. Karras, an animal activist, if you don't own at least one, there is not necessarily anything wrong with you, but there's something wrong with your life. And I have owned pets every year of my life, and so far I cannot think of a better way to live my life. And whether the pets were my own or my parents, you can see that just I've enjoyed spending time with them, and at the end of every day, you know you have a pet or a dog there for you. And some of you may or may not have had a dog before, but if you haven't, then I'm going to give you a reason to get one. And people should own a pet based on 3 different reasons, those being that it could be increased responsibility, health benefits, or things you do in your leisure time, and there's many others, but those are the main 3 we'll be focusing on. And the first one is the responsibility, and that is just building that time that you need to set out of your day to care for your dog. And according to Kimberly Cox, from an article she wrote on LinkedIn in 2014, she tells about the responsibility in caring for a dog, and tells that to provide all the things for it, it really makes you professional, and having you cause just to get a job and pay for that water and food that a dog needs, which is right here, and then the food, and then also that responsibility being in exercising your dog and playing with it to make sure it feels wanted and loved, and then also cleaning your dog, making sure it's not dirty, and having a nice house to not have a messy place to have people come over and be disappointed in you. And these points all build responsibility as well as others from Cox, and you really understand what it takes to be responsible for a dog and keep that dog alive because of all the different things you have to do for it. And in that, you have to train your dog, and that can be training it to go to the bathroom so you don't have to clean up messes around your house and have a stinky house when people come over, because that wouldn't be good at all. And that also makes that positive environment, like I stated, and also just having them act well around other children and just behave well around people, because you don't want them biting or causing fights with other animals or people in their lives. And also, we see that in a study in 2021 conducted by AVSAB, we see that the best way to train a dog is through a reward-based system, and these rewards can be through just a bone here and there, or just giving them a treat, or petting them, or giving them something that they like, so that it reassures them that they're doing what you want and that they keep doing that and do that over and over. And they also found in that study that this is the way that causes the least amount of stress on a dog and makes them feel at ease the best. And as you can see, that responsibility is a major factor in getting responsibility in your life for getting a dog. But other things are health benefits, which come from your mind, which can be found in a study done by Jeremy Barron in a 2023 article he wrote from Johns Hopkins Medicine. He shows that dogs can lower depression, and that caring for a pet, it provides a sense of ownership and that purpose, and that's what Barron stated, which curing depression is taking your eyes off yourself, which putting on that dog really helps you to cure that. And not only do they lower depression, but they also lower stress levels, and those stress levels can rise from your cortisol levels going up, which is the bad stress hormone that goes up, and having a dog and being in its life produces levels of oxytocin, which are the stress relieving hormones that also is between a mother and her baby that bond them together, which bonds you with your dog. And they also did a survey in that same study with PTSD patients, and they saw that 84% of them had a lower use of, or lower symptoms of their PTSD, and 40% had a lower use in their medication. And that really goes to show how important it is to have a dog just to have those health benefits. And for the rest of your body, it lowers your blood pressure. Another study that was done by Barron, his statement that he said was, petting and holding an animal allows you to see and be in the beauty of nature. And also the American Heart Association released a study showing that heart diseases and cardiovascular diseases are reduced as well because of being with that dog. And my other visual aid is, this one says that petting a dog or cat reduces blood pressure by 50%.
Cooper Hankins, your computer is in the office. Cooper Hankins, your computer is in the office.
And then spending with your pet also can lower your anxiety and blood pressure, which previously was there. And then dog owners are 54% less likely, or more likely to meet their levels of weekly physical activity, which I'll say later. And pet owners over the age of 65 make 30% less doctor visits, which really helps out with your life. And then my final point after these health benefits is the leisure time that you get to spend with your animal, and that can be through physical activities. And those physical activities can be going on a walk. And a study done by Madeline Haze is in 2024 stated that going on walks can add up to 11 years to your life, and that was on the high end of it. And the average, however, from the study was around 5 years. So that just shows that walking that little bit can really help your life. And on my visual aid here, the study also said that you walk about 3 miles per hour, which gives you 6,000 steps in an hour, which you can see about 4,500 lowers your risk of mortality right about here. So once you get past that, you don't get much more. So an hour a day just reduces your mortality risk just a lot lower than if you were just sitting around. And then also playing fetch with your pet can strengthen your arm and get you more accurate and stronger, which is another way of your physical activity. And also just these physical activities can expose you to more social situations, which could be meeting new friends for your dog by going to a dog park to see other dogs and make friends with them, just to make them more socially active and make more friends and be nicer around people. And it also could be meeting friends yourself just as a human, because we all need that social interaction, and it just really helps to make yourself more friendly and open to other people. And all of these really just benefit your social health overall, just making you a better person overall. And all in all, you can see that a dog is your best choice of a pet when trying to find a companion, and that these benefits of responsibility, health, and just your leisure time will really start to show in your life. And with a dog, the amplifiedness of these benefits really shows. And hopefully now you can see the benefits of having a dog in your life, and with that you will see its value. Thank you for listening to my argument and speech. Does anyone have any questions?